Well, hello there, besties. Bestatinis. ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Indemn nacho. Ça va bien. All the languages that I know, okay? I hope you guys... Come stai? Parlo italiano. I speak Italian, but I'm literally forgetting it. First of all, how are you guys doing? I hope you guys having a wonderful and amazing week. It has been such a great start of the week. Okay. No, but my throat is super congested. I hope you guys are doing so great. I hope everything is going so well in your lives. I made bread today. I found an amazing recipe. I'm sorry, my voice is cracking a little bit crack. I made bread today. Okay, I made an amazing bread. Listen, I have been wanting to make bread for so long, like a good quality bread. I want to bring it over here and show you, but I will plug in a picture so you can see it, because this bread, it's amazing. I literally want to start making my own food. Like I said, the reason I've been spending a little too much is because I eat out a lot and I need to stop that fucking nonsense. I am planning on becoming or going vegan because, listen, something about me that is just not sitting right with me. And to be honest with you, like, I don't even know why I started eating meat and chicken. I literally gained maybe like 50 pounds since like COVID. I'm not even exaggerating. It's probably been 50 pounds because I have just been eating muy bueno, like really good. Okay, I have been eating such good food. Ethiopian food. Listen, I haven't had good Ethiopian food in so long, and I've just been consuming it. I have been just shoving my face. I have been just indulging in it. So that's the right word I was looking for. I've just been indulging in Ethiopian food. And if you live in Texas, specifically in Dallas, a lot of people say Desta is the best. Listen, I don't agree because I really don't like Desta, to be honest with you. And literally the only best Ethiopian restaurant that I found in Dallas is Shabeli, which is so amazing. Honestly, how does everything literally taste so good? And I've had food from like so many different states, Ethiopian food. That was a little scattered, but I've tried multiple Ethiopian restaurants in like a couple states. To be honest with you, this place is like, none of them can top it. None of them. Like, I've been in DC and I've had Ethiopian food, not the best, not the greatest. And some of you may be like, oh, you probably didn't go to the right places. I probably did. And it's the people that literally live there that took me there. I wasn't impressed. It's like sometimes, it's just this place. Shabelle has it, just the measurement, the balance. Just it is. I'm sorry, Mikey. I knocked off the mic. It is just so amazing. Like, such a balanced. Just makes me orgasm. Like, I love it so much. It's incredible. Yeah, I've been indulging in that. And the funny thing is, like, 2 years ago, I went through a complete weight transformation. I used to be like 170, 180 or some shit like that. And then I lost over like 50, maybe like 40, 45 pounds. I don't know, but I remember being like 130 at some point. Well, like last year I was probably like 130, 120 something to like 130. Okay. And years ago, well, like this was like 3 years ago. I just want to tell you about the way I've been struggling with weight for so long. I don't want to say struggle, it's a choice. But in the past, I love planning. My biggest thing, like I said, I love organizing and planning. And one thing that really let me down, I let myself down, is when I used to plan my routine, how I was supposed to eat, when I was supposed to work out. I love making my own calendars. Okay, I love writing calendars, just making it my own. I don't want like buying it. I just make it and write when I need to be doing what, and then I never follow it, which leads back to disappointment. There was like this quote that I remember. It's like, don't try to reach. It basically goes like, don't try to reach a mountain when you know, like, you've never even like ever been, like, you've never hiked, or like, how do you say it, like climbed a mountain. Don't try to aim for a mountain before you actually start walking. You know what I'm saying? It's just like setting yourself up for failure. And I feel like that's kind of how it is. Not really, but like it somehow applies, because I make these plans and I never follow it because I get bored easily. And I am a routine person, but I'm also not, you know what I'm saying? Like I need to go day by day. And yeah, anyways, so I used to do that so much, where 3 years ago, I I remember I moved to this amazing apartment in Houston, and they had the gym was so amazing. It was so small, but it was so amazing. They had every equipment that you could possibly ever find in a regular gym, like where you pay 24 hours, fitness, whatever.com, penny, the penny one. I don't know what it is. Fitness center. What is that place? Planet Fitness. Yeah, they had pretty much everything. And the funny thing is, like, I've never thought I would ever start working out. And once I moved there, my whole, like, I used to smoke weed a lot at that time. I had to stop because I really don't even like it. I don't even know why I was doing it. And this is the only moment that actually benefited me. I hope I said that right. But so what I used to do was, I used to smoke so much that, not so much, it was like, okay. I started smoking, drinking coffee, and then going to the gym. It started like day one. I stopped making these fucking weird ass, long ass plans that I don't even follow. And I just started going to the gym 1 day, 2 day. And then I liked the fact that when I'm high and I also drink coffee, the funny thing is, like, I used to like getting high, but then I drink coffee on top of it, so I don't feel like I'm like drained. You know what I'm saying? There is a certain feeling that I don't like about weed, where you can't just knock it off. Like with anything, even with alcohol, you can't. But with weed specifically, it's just like you just kind of have to wait it out, until it just like it's out of your system. And the one thing that I really like, so that's why I used to drink coffee on top of it, regardless, like if I smoke, whatever time it is, I like drinking coffee afterwards, because it just kind of keeps me like balanced. And I know you're probably going to be like, oh, sativa's the best one. Listen, I lived in Seattle, where I had a buffet of weeds, where I had multiple choices, and I had people, like when I used to go to the smoke shop, people would suggest, sativa. I got like like the best ones that you could possibly imagine. I got those, the one with the honey and stuff, whatever. None of them worked. Like none of them kept me up, but still calm. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why the fuck I needed it, because it even caused more anxiety. That's something that I didn't like. So with the whole working out, I actually liked smoking, drinking coffee, and going to the gym. And the funny thing is, when I go to the gym, I'm zoned out. I also used to like save videos where the kind of workouts that I want to do. And it's just weird. Like, it's just so weird to open that and do it in public. And the funny thing is, I literally don't give a fuck. And it's not that it's awkward. It's just like I didn't want to, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much. So I started going to the gym, and literally, like, I can feel my muscles when I'm lifting weight, and it felt so good, going high. to the gym. It helped me work out. Like it helped me. It made me feel so good. Okay, about like workouts. And I just want to say, like, for the longest time, the reason like I tried and stopped was because, there's like this myth where, females lifting weight, they're gonna gain muscle. It takes a while for you to do that, baby girl, baby boy, whatever you are. I mean, baby girl. It's for the women mainly that think that lifting weight can actually make you bulky. It doesn't. Honestly, it doesn't. And I never knew that. Like, and for some reason, when I used to have a membership to the gym, I don't know why I used to be so self-conscious to go to the weight area. Like, I don't know why. I always just stuck with cardio. And I was just like, this is just all I need to do. And it's just like a mindset. You know what I'm saying? It's like this thing that we build in our head. And looking back now, I'm just like, literally nobody gives a fuck. And I was just like very self-conscious. I used to be like very uncomfortable about my weight in the past. Anyways, and I used to think the only like the reason I make an effort and stop was because I only did cardio and I never saw any change in my body. And I was just like, ugh. In fact, sometimes I would even have like bloating and I'm just like, what the fuck is this? I don't want to be like, I didn't want to keep doing it. It just felt like I was going backwards and I was just like, I'm gonna stop. So this time around, as in like 2018, when I had the beautiful gym at my apartment, I kept going in day 1, day 2. And the funny thing is, I would do like, I'm sorry. I would do like 10-minute, I started very slow. I started with the cardio. And I liked the fact that this place was so small. Like, not so small, it was kind of a medium place. And yeah, so I kept, like day 1, I'm just like on the treadmill, just looking through my phone and just like walking. I'm not even running. So it was a very big baby step that I took. And then like, a couple weeks later, I started speeding up the cardio before actually doing weights. So I would do like maybe 10 to 15 minutes of fast cardio, like running, and then I would go to the weight area and start lifting. I created my own, whatever my body wanted to do. Like, that's the type of routine I created for myself for like the weightlifting. I did not care who thought what. Those people, I wasn't doing all that, but like you see these videos where people are lifting weight and they're just doing it wrong. Like, I don't think there is wrong or right, but like people are doing it wrong. Well, if you're doing something, like if you're literally putting your face where the seat goes, then that's an issue. But shout out to them. I really don't give a fuck. Do whatever works for you. So, yeah, so I started creating my own routine where like, Monday, I think it was like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I was doing like leg day because that's literally where my weight is. Like the entire weight is up in my legs, and my upper area, I literally lose it so fast, so quick. My stomach, this baby love handles, whatever, I lose it so quick. My issue has always been my legs. So I put in a lot of work in my leg. Lifting, oh my God. The way it was just toned, baby. Mwah, like beautiful. Bellissimo, buonissimo. It was so fucking sexy. But yeah, so I kept going for like 15 weeks straight. And I made a promise to myself, not a promise, but like I just told myself I need to go at least once a day. And I started going twice a day at some point. Like after 6 weeks, I started going almost like twice a day, 1 in the morning, 1 at night, because I loved it so much. And going high, it's so much more fun because you can feel your muscle just like it's so like, I feel like that's the only time weed is more beneficial. Other than that, I don't see the point in it. I don't even like it anyways. I mean, if I'm gonna start working out again, I don't think I would be smoking again, because I don't want to do it, because I feel like weed is something that you do until you pick up the certain like lesson or character that you, like if you pick up the lesson out of it, you just don't need it. you just don't need it anymore. And that's kind of how I saw it. Like, I feel like for so long, we're like maybe 3 years I've smoked, and I picked up certain characteristics or like stuff that would benefit me, and I'm just like, it's no longer beneficial at this point. I'm just doing it because it's a routine. It's not because I enjoy it or there's something enlightening that I'm trying to find in myself. You know what I'm saying? It's just like overdone, done deal. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, I've always said like I could never get addicted to anything, maybe sometimes, but it's like it's so much easier for me to stop at some point because it just becomes boring. You know what I'm saying? The more it becomes repetitive, and if it's overdone or outgrow, you just outgrow it. And Seattle helped me with that. I was just like, I feel like I have smoked so much here that I need to stop. I have had fun with it, and yeah, anyways, that is it. So my whole thing is like, I need to start going vegan because anyways, with that process, like that was just the most amazing thing that I did for myself. 15 weeks straight, mind you. Okay, I was toned. My body was not bulky. I lifted a whole lot of weight most of the time. My body was not bulk. It takes time. Literally, it takes time. I spent 15 weeks in the gym, and maybe like 3 weeks I was just doing only cardio. For the rest, like 3 months, is that how that works? I don't know. 2 months. The rest of the 2 months, 2 months and a half or something, I was lifting weight most of the time, majority of the time. Sometimes I would spend 2 hours in there just doing like the same routine. Like I would find like 5 to 8 things that actually works for me, and then repeat that at least like a couple times until I get tired, until I'm just like, my body says, okay, we're done. You know what I'm saying? I loved it. I loved working out at that gym, baby. I loved it. That apartment is such a vibe. That apartment is so amazing. A lot of Indian people. I don't know what it was about that apartment, but the energy was amusing. Yeah, that's where I also found Sadhguru, which I always suggest you guys to go listen to him, because this man, like that, at that time in my life, this man really, like, his lesson really kind of enlightened me in a way. Like, I don't want to say he changed my life, but he's a very like important person to listen to. If you really want to know about your inner world, listen to this man. He knows a little bit about something. And like everybody, or not like everybody, but like, you know, I don't completely agree with this man on like 100%. I don't think I could ever agree with anybody on 100%, but I agree with this man more than I disagree with him. You know what I'm saying? It's like 90-10. 90% I agree with him, 10% I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? There are certain things that I'm just like, I don't know if I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Anyways, yeah, so my whole plan, again, is to start losing weight and, you know, start lifting a little bit, because we are gaining a little bit of weight. Not a little bit of weight, baby. It's 50 pounds, probably at this point. And I don't even regret it. I feel like, to be honest with you, I felt so skinny last year. And when I started gaining weight now, not now, but like throughout these several months, I actually loved it. Like, I loved the juice, baby. I loved the juice all over, because I'm just like, I need to accept this me. And I need to also accept the skinny me, because I don't know, I love myself. Okay, I love it. Sometimes it doesn't look like I'm even comfortable in my own skin and my own body, because it's just like I'm still, I don't know, like I'm forming a certain body, whatever. I don't know even how to explain it, but I loved the juice. Okay, I loved the little, my stomach has a little thingy, like, you know how it has like the little chunk, not the little chunk, but it has a little, like, you know what I'm saying, a little fatty. I'm just like, this is so cute. No, literally, it's so cute. Healthy? No, it's not. But cute? Yes. I just love seeing it because, baby, for so long, you literally used to see my like bones. Like you could literally used to see my bones, just like I was a little skinny, and a couple, like I said, I told you guys a couple weeks ago, I saw my ex and I was telling him, I gained a weight, and he was just like, oh yeah, it must have been the stress. No, sir. It was called eating right. It's not the fucking stress. What the fuck? I literally don't stress. I told you guys, I literally have no fucking stress in my life besides the money issue that I was getting myself, digging hole and getting into myself in. But other than that, literally, I don't even know how to explain it to you. I don't have any stress in my life. I don't over accumulate information. It's out. But yeah, I don't understand people like that. You know what I'm saying? Must have been stressed. Are you sick? Are you not well? Like, no, I'm just eating right, sir. Pipe it down. And anywho, like, so for the longest time, to be honest with you, I would eat like very small food and I was okay with that. Like even now, to be honest with you, like I can feel when I'm over shoving my face. You know what I'm saying? And I just have to kind of pipe it down because it just gets in the digestive system cannot handle it because it's over congested. The food is just like sitting in my chest sometimes because I just enjoy it. Yeah, all in all, this is just a little rant, but anyways, the one thing I really admire is the fact that I've done this a couple years back, so I have like a visual, like I have my own experience to apply it. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be hard for me to, if I choose to take the step to lose weight, it's not going to be hard for me because like it used to in the past, because I've seen it secondhand. How did they say it? Secondhand. I was about to say secondhand murder. Secondhand, like I've seen it like in my own performance. I've experienced it, so it's gonna be so much easier. I just need to like apply that mindset back in and proceed, take action, execute. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I feel like I'm already heading that way because it's been already a month. And I've been eating like salads for the first time in so long. I just wanted to enjoy some food. And the funny thing is, sometimes you deprive yourself good food. Like I feel like I kind of did, but I also didn't feel the need to eat it in the past, like in the past couple of years. And now I was just indulging so much. Anyways, that was just the gist for 20 minutes. Anyways, since we have been on this topic of money, I remembered when I was like 19 years old. And if you're young, please just take this advice. If you're like in your early, like late teens, early 20s, please listen, because I did not even know about this until I was like 21 or past 21. It's about credit, okay, and credit cards. So when I was like 19, I used to apply for so many credit cards. You name it. I got like two. I got like two of them. Credit. What is it? Credit. Fuck me. Oh fuck me. I'm trying to remember. It's Credit Capital One and Credit something. I forgot. Credit One, I think. Those are the only two that I was able to get accepted. And I was like, oh, money, free money. Okay, I didn't know. Nobody taught me about statement date. I literally didn't know about the statement date. It literally until like this past November that you're supposed to pay it on that date. It was literally a bank, a client that I had who works at Chase. She's a bank account specialist, who literally taught me so many things. Some of it I remember, some of it I don't. But the one thing she told me, remember statement date and you pay it on that time. And I didn't even know about this. Okay, it's so crazy. And so in the past, I used to apply for, so you name it, Citibank, American Express. I was applying everywhere. And until like I turned 21, literally nobody ever in my life, until I became a sales and marketing agent, like a sales marketing person, I didn't even understand this. I used to work for Kroger, and our whole job was to sell, like trying to explain or like teach people about the Kroger credit card. Like I mentioned, if you don't have Kroger, it's like Vons, Safeway, it's like a grocery store. That's very similar to that. And we used to just teach people about that. And if they want to sign up, cool. If they don't, that was the $20 job that I've had. And if they want to sign up, cool. If they don't, whatever. And it's, when I tell you the amount of stuff that I learned even from that job is so crazy, because I remember this one lady saying, oh, I don't want to apply because if I don't get it, I'm sorry, I'm like saying things in separate. She said, if I don't get accepted, I don't want that to go on my credit. I was like, wait, what is she talking about? And I was like, I don't know who I asked, what I did. I think I looked it up. Apparently, when you apply for a credit card and you don't get accepted, it goes on your credit. I literally did not even fucking know that. That is why, baby, I was going on a sprint. I was going on like a shopping spree for a credit card, baby. I was trying to get whatever, you get what I'm saying. Nobody told me that. Nobody ever explained that to me. And that is why for so long my credit was fucked up. It's still in progress because some of the stuff that I applied for back then was still in my fucking credit. For so long, I was just like, what the fuck, bro? Like, nobody has ever explained this to me. But also, is it their fault? Who are they even? You know what I'm saying? I should be educating myself. And sometimes like when I was younger, I used to be a little impulsive, where I just dive into things. You know, I don't read. I don't try to educate myself in those areas. Not everybody does, but is that supposed to make me feel better? No, it just makes me look like a fucking idiot, which is okay, because later on, you know, sometimes those little terms and conditions that you don't read and you just accept and bypass, not bypass, but like, okay, and then continue. It's fucked up, bro. It's fucked up. And yeah, and that fucked me up, you know. So take this from me: don't apply for credit cards when you're still building your credit. Just get, what is it, Capital One allows like people with no credit to start off with like $300. Just use that and build your credit. Do not go on a shopping spree for credit cards and get 700, or apply even for, when you don't apply, just don't even apply. It's not worth it. Stick with one or two and pay it back on the statement day. If I'm not right, please correct me. If you know anybody that is an accountant who works with money, who knows how to like, who's very educated in like this area, please suggest them, because I really want to have them on here and would like to educate some other people who would like to get the lesson. Yeah, because it's crazy. Like when I said I didn't know. Anyways, that's pretty, I think that's, and then save your money. Literally just save your money. Somebody actually the other day suggested to open another account and have, you know, your paycheck go into that account, which I love, because I was also mentioning to this person that you know, a couple months or a couple years ago, it's been so long, I saw this article where this guy had like 7 accounts, savings, and each of them were like vacation, this and that, you know. Which is like, I think sometimes like when you see it accumulated in just one place, like if you have Chase and you just see your savings account every day and it's just there, you feel like you have to spend it. like people like me, and we are changing it. So yeah, I cannot keep saying that shit again and again. I swear to God, I need to evolve. And so when you have those accounts, it's much easier that you don't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's spread out and it's saved up, and it comes like when you actually need it. It's like vacation, like groceries. Like this man had multiple accounts, and I was just like, wow, this man is crazy. Yeah, he's not crazy. He's actually very smart. I hope he's probably successful right now, bro. I hope he is. I don't know where he's at right now in life. But anyways, save your money. Literally just save. I just want to mention this. So with this account thing, I used to work for this collection company at that time when I saw this article. And when I used to work for that collection company, I used to have insurance through them, and HSA. Yeah. So, and I also wanted to have HSA account, which is like a health savings account. Okay, where you can only spend it for if you have like the co-pays. Is that what it is? Co-pays, and for like prescription drugs and whatnot, like for medical stuff. And I told them to just take like $40 every paycheck. Why am I speaking like this? Literally, I don't even understand it. So I told them to take $40 every paycheck. And the funny thing is, at some point, it literally accumulated. I didn't even know it existed. There was like over $400 at some point. I didn't even know it existed. Well, I did. I had the card. I had everything. But it's so crazy. Like the fact that I wasn't seeing it and it was just sitting there. It's so crazy. And luckily with this account, with most HSA account, the savings account, you cannot withdraw money. Okay, with this one you can. So you can use it for other stuff, but you shouldn't be, because I think you get taxed or something. I was just lucky enough that this health savings account, it was through Wells Fargo, that they were, I don't know, I guess I was able to withdraw the money. I ended up using it in my like bad days, to be honest with you, like when I was going through some stuff at that time. And I never knew anything about insurance until like last year when I started working for this company again. And it's so crazy. Like, it's so crazy. For so long, I was just like, I don't even understand what this insurance thing is. I was literally, my head, it's like when somebody talks to me about crypto, and what is the other one? Crypto, NFT, and the other stuff, I literally just don't. NFT, I can understand it. I feel like I'm about to start doing that too, to be honest. I feel like it's a good investment. But crypto and the other stuff, Dogecoin, baby. It sounds like, you guys know that lady, the meme with the algebra thing, she's just like, ooh, like it just goes like, it's like an alert or like a siren that goes on, because this lady was so confused with anyways. Yeah, I literally don't even understand when people talk to me about crypto, because these people literally use gigantic words to describe it. I'm just like, use basic words. You know what I'm saying? Use basic words. Like, the funny thing is. Let me just explain to you. I'm literally the best person to explain things. Boom, 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 1, 2, 3. Once I understand it, okay? To people, especially like when, like in jobs and whatnot. And I just want to tell you this experience that I had with this HSA account thing, okay? And I did not understand that, okay? I did not understand how it functioned. And like I did, but then when I started working for this insurance company, there were so many of us, like, when we were in training, we were like, oh my gosh, I thought I was the only one who was withdrawing that. And then there was one other girl who mentioned, I literally didn't even know that was supposed to be for health stuff, and that she was using it for her nails. Like, she was using it for so many other things than medical. And it was just so funny, like how little information that people have on so many things, and you think you're just the only one. You're not. And later on, I went through almost like 8 weeks of training because I literally did not know anything about insurance. I don't know, baby. I'm just like, please stop it. Shot it. And once you understand it, like I learned something new last year, bro. That's so crazy. And I wanted to mention something. So I had a caller, and he was talking about HSA. He did not understand anything. The way I just explained to this man, listen, the way I just said, boom, boom, boom. It's a health savings account. You can only use it for medical purposes. The way I used such a like basic, and I sometimes, to be honest with you, I literally can sense when people are zoning the fuck out. So I don't try to even make things longer. I try to say it like immediately so people can absorb whatever I'm saying, because listen, even in customer care, these people say so many things. I'm just like, are you even saying it just to say it, or are you actually explaining it as you go, asking if the person has any questions on whatnot? I'm so sorry. But yeah, this man was so thankful. He was just like, the way I explained it, he was amazed. I feel like I'm gassing myself up. I'm not, but I just want people to, like, I've asked so many people to explain to me what crypto is and this stuff, and they tell me it's like gambling. It's like either they just use one word or they used this gigantic word where I don't even understand nothing. Nada. You know what I'm saying? And it's so unfortunate because sometimes I want to listen to these videos on YouTube, and these people they make it so hard to understand. And like, how many people really understood what you said? And if I don't understand the whole concept, it's just like, I don't even want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And people are like, get into crypto, Karen. Shut your ass up. Literally, shut up. Shut up. I'm just kidding. I love you so much. Shout out to you and your family. But just shut up. Okay, respectfully. Just, if you can't explain it in simple words, shut it. If you can't explain it to literally a third grader, don't even literally tell me anything. Okay, I sometimes, like, I literally need that kind of explanation. Like, if a third grader cannot understand you, I can't. I literally cannot. Okay. Anyways, child, I want to show you guys this house that I found last night. I was on Zillow. For what reasons, I don't know, but baby, I've been imagining this house in California. To be honest, my next goal, the next goal that I have in life is to buy a house, because I'm tired of apartments. So I have just been looking for houses, and I'm not I'm looking houses like I have been saving so much money, and I own a share. No, not even a share. You would think I own an Apple store, like 7 Apple stores. Like, you'd think I'm so rich. Okay, I'm looking houses that are like $8 million. Because, to be honest with you, I literally want to be by the beach. I want to have my own garden. I want to have a pool. I want to have, literally, I don't even want more than like 2 bedrooms. And that is literally, it's 4 bedrooms that is costing $8 million. It's so ridiculous, but it's so ridiculously beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful and amazing. Baby, last night I saw this house. I just want to show it to you because, baby, I was mesmerized. And I literally don't want more than like 3 bedrooms, to be honest with you. Like, I'm not, it's not a motel, I'm not this is not a hotel. So I never want like a big house. I want like a nice average house, maybe like 300 square foot. What the fuck am I gonna do with 3 bedrooms and like 700 bedrooms? I don't understand people who live in that kind of house. Honestly, I think it would depress me, because I remember my first apartment was like almost 700 square foot for a 1 bedroom. And you're probably like, that's amazing. It's amazing. But what the fuck am I going to do with it? You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, like, I used to be so scared living there, because I had this weird creepo who followed me this one time, and like, I was just having anxiety. But like, even without that, when I was younger, my cousin, was hiding behind the tub, and like, you know how like the cover, he was hiding behind that. And listen, until this day I have to always check, like many people do, but many people probably didn't even have like this kind of experience. They just do it because it's kind of like a fear related thing. And to be honest with you, that kid, he was a man, but that child, my cousin, literally stood there for so long, and he scared the crap out of me. Okay, I'm literally like 8 or 7 at this time. He scared the shit out of me, and since then I always check. And I always check the doors. Like as soon as I come home, I used to always check the doors. And you know how many doors you have to fucking open when you have a 700 square foot door, a house space. Like I had to open the closet, open the bathtub, open the was there another closet? Yes, open another closet. There was 2 closets in there. I know you're like, people would probably die for that. And it was like $800. Was it good? Yeah, if you're living in like New York or some shit like that, it's good. But literally, what the fuck am I gonna do? And right now I'm literally in like less than a 400 square foot. I'm so much happier than I've ever been in any space that I've ever had in my life. And literally, the smaller the better, because literally, what are you doing with your space, with that large space? I don't understand it. I'm sorry. Just too many doors to be opening to check if any psychoco is in there, you know. Listen, I used to check the cabinets because I'm just like, maybe this man is folded up, this creeper is folded up and sitting with the pots. And listen, maybe it's just the way I think. I watch these spy videos or shows, and you know, people can hear these people, but like they just make it look like nobody can hear them. And I'm just like, somebody could be literally in the fridge. I go so deep with it. And you know, you can never be safe. The world is a crazy place, and I just always just make sure is safe, because when you think you're not, like, to be honest with you, I saw this video a couple months ago. I don't even think I can find it because it's been so long. This lady had a whole man in the like bathroom, and she didn't even know, like when she came in, nobody was there. And I don't know where this guy was hiding, okay? Because she said she was in the restroom, nobody was there. She checked everywhere. This man came literally out of nowhere, and he was in the closet or in the bathroom. Listen, that shit was so fucking crazy, because I was just like, that's so wild. So anyways, I want to show you guys this house because it's in Malibu. I'm sorry, the fuck. This house, I'm literally just coming. I'm sorry. That may have been a little too much, but listen, this house just makes me just ejaculate. That's just how I feel. I'm sorry if that was graphic, okay? Look at this. I'm gonna post it up. My. Ugh. Oh my God. Look at this place. It's so modern. It's so cute. I love a simple house. And also like a house that is that when you open your window, it's just white. My favorite color is white. Yes, literally white. Okay. I love white so much. And it's just so refreshing. It feels just nice. And also blue. I like blue. Like sky blue, not this hard blue, you know. Okay, not this sky blue, but like a little lighter than that. Because this is a little strong for me, baby. Like the water blue. You see that? My God. Literally, I've been envisioning a house in my head for so long. This is it, bro. Literally, it's this. I hope nobody buys it until I have $8 fucking million, or however. I don't even know what the requirements are, but I probably need to be making $7 million a day to be buying this. And I'm kidding. My God, are you guys seeing this? This is incredible. Fascinating. My God. Oh my God, babe. Oh my God. And it's not even that big. It's so cute. It's so cute. I haven't seen such a beautiful house in so long, and this is just, I don't like how the couch is outside, to be honest with you. Like, what if it rains? I have so many thoughts when I'm looking at these places, because why is the whole couch outside? Oh, unless you put like some cover thing up in the sky. Not in the sky, but like, the upside of, oh my God, baby, this house, it's exactly 8,450,000. Wait, no, 8,450,000. I hope I said that right. I don't know. Anyways, it's 4,600 square foot, 4 bedrooms, 5 houses. I look like I'm giving you such. I hope, don't buy this, please. I'm kidding. Buy it if you'd like to. Just please invite me. Just please invite me. I would really like to be there. Baby, this house just made me orgasm at night. Like, I was just like, this place. I'm sorry for your I'm sorry if you're on the audio. Hop on YouTube, baby period podcast, and check it out, because let me see. I don't even know if you need. Just if you want to see it, come up here and watch it. Yeah. Anyways, that was. I saw so many other ones. Like, I probably saw like 100. Wait, no, not 100, but I saw like maybe 10 more, and none of them spoke to me. You know what I'm saying? None of them just made me feel the way this house made me feel. I literally hope this mic has just been going down hills. And anyways, yeah, none of these houses made me feel the way this house made me feel, because I've literally, when I say I've been envisioning a house in California near the beach, it's this. That's just my goal in life next. I'm sorry. Anyways, and I just want to say, if you're into manifestations and whatnot, I have been for a while, and the explanation that people give, I'm not saying mine is right. Take whatever resonates and what it doesn't. I'm all about like manifestation, positive mindset, blah, blah, blah. But also, if you're feeling a certain way, that, feel those feelings, because there's good in that comes out, that literally makes you forget that entire like sadness. Like my situation in the past 3 weeks, to be honest with you, I literally forgot about it. Like, the way I'm just grateful, the fact that like I had to go through that for me to find something that has been reoccurring for so long, is so rewarding. This 3 weeks wasn't even that bad, to be honest with you. I was a little depressed for the first time in a very long time, but I mean, worth it. But I'm glad I'd felt it. If I just kept fighting it, I would have probably went for another 20 years, just injecting positivity down my throat, not understanding this part of myself, or this reoccurring, the money issue, the depression where I blame my parents, blah, blah, blah. I would have probably never like figured it out completely. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't feel those negative emotions, sometimes you literally have to feel it in order. And the thing people don't understand is positivity literally comes from negative situations. So when you actually feel it and go through it, there's, oh my God, baby, it's a different positivity. It's a different kind of milk that's shooting inside of me right now. Like, honest to God, like I said a couple days ago, I literally feel like a whole new human being. I feel like I shed so much skin, and I'm just like becoming a new woman. Man, what's the song? What's the Ariana song? Yeah, God is a woman. I don't know about all that, but I want to tell you about this manifestation thing. That's something that I have learned, something from how I understood it from my own situations. Okay, so for so long I used to think manifestation, visualization was, you lay down, you close your eyes, you envision the life that you want, and you just it just comes to you. And unfortunately, maybe for me, that didn't work because I'm not a religious person. Like I said, I love astrology. I'm not that deep into it. It's so hard for me to attach myself to these kind of things. My head is just like a little logical majority of the time. I always come back to myself. These things, whatever, they're cool. They're on a subject level. They're fun to have conversations about. But like, I always just like kind of come to myself and try to understand how my own brain kind of processes information. I want to know more about myself and how I can manifest my own kind of whatever. Anyways, so for so long, I thought it just happened. I tried it and I kind of like crack a smile when I'm doing it because, I'm just like, this may happen, may not happen. And I tried it with a full, like, believing that this is really going to happen. And, to be honest with you, so many things I really did manifest in my life. And you probably did too. And you don't even realize it because it hit me like a beginning of this year. It hit me because, so many things that you have today, you once literally prayed for. Like, you don't even realize it until you just take a moment from social media, your phone, just like literally just detach from so many things, put yourself in, like, be alone. Be alone with your own thoughts for just like a couple minutes. It will hit you. I promise you, you'll be like, wow, bro, like a couple years ago, I wanted this. And the crazy thing is we get so stuck in a current situation that, that we don't even see we don't give ourselves the credit that we deserve because you think that, you've always been this way, but you don't understand. When you take a moment and look at your life, your past, you'll be like, wow, bro, like I grew as a human. I grew so much. What affected you long ago, it doesn't even affect you like it used to anymore. And when you look at it from that angle, bro, life is always beautiful. Literally, life is just so beautiful. And maybe it's me. I kind of get stuck in details, and the smallest details sometimes that I don't look at the whole entire picture, and when I do that, when I just take a moment and look at my whole life, bro, like I don't even know what kind of example to give you. I'll give you an example of me in Seattle last year. Okay, beginning of last year. Yeah. I remember specifically in February, I was looking through, since like the year before, like November. So this was like in 2019, November till like February, March, I was looking through apartments in Houston. And, I was looking for apartments. It might sound like I live above my pay grade. Don't judge me, please, because I want the best for me. I was looking for a really nice apartment with like those little like handles. Like I wanted a nice white room and I got it now. But the funny thing is, like last year, it's so amazing. Literally the sun is right here. Like how much better can this get? Okay, so I really did like envision it and whatnot, and it was supposed to be in Houston, and unfortunately it was here. But since my brain has always been like this was gonna be in Houston, and sometimes like certain situation make you upset and whatnot, and literally this year, beginning of this year, I sat down and I was just like, bro, it didn't happen exactly how I wanted it, but it happened. You know what I'm saying? I literally just did manifest it because the way, bro, I was so cold in Seattle. I was going through Airbnb to an Airbnb because it's so expensive there. And I used to have this spontaneous attitude where I just get up, move places, and, start fresh. And it takes time. And most of the time I used to just go with nothing because I'm just like, live freely, live spontaneously. To be honest with you, I could do that almost every fucking day. Like if I would, it's just like the way life is set up. It's just not like it will happen in the future, to be honest with you. Like once I make good money, I'm probably going to be traveling all the fucking time because my personality, to be honest with you, it's not like I like being stable and all, to build and whatnot, but the reason I used to move away so much was to find my soul, to find my soul purpose, and also to learn new things about other people, how other people live, and not be so like one track minded. And it really did open my mind, to be honest with you, because the way I used to live my life, I used to live in Seattle for 7 years. I mean, no, Houston for 7 years. First time I left everything behind, packed a backpack full of clothes, and then went to San Diego, literally with nothing, almost like $200, and everything worked out surprisingly, because I don't know, luck is on my side and whatnot. And it's just I gamble with that too much, to be honest with you. I'm just like, oh, luck is on my side. A majority of the time it is, but like when it's not, it's like, you know, it's a little dangerous. It's a dangerous game to play. And I could do that. I could literally, if I had money, I could literally get up and move around every day. And I just want to say, like, the reason I was moving around and like so much, moving to new places, was because I wanted to find my soul purpose, but also I wanted to mention something. To find my soul purpose, but also I was kind of running away. I was running away from myself, because it taught me hard lessons. I would probably not repeat it like that exactly, but with money, most def. But I was running away from myself. And one thing I remember when I lived in Houston is, I remember this guy specifically telling me, you can move to places, but what's inside hasn't changed. Changing location doesn't make a difference. And, it took me some time to really understand that, because you think location can change your life. It doesn't. You feel like it may for a brief moment, but it doesn't. It's just it's a place you changed. You know what I'm saying? The emotions, you are still you. The location has any effect on you, unless you live in a cold ass fucking place or a hot fucking place. Choose your place. I like the hot weather. Honestly, this Texas weather, it's hot as fuck, but to be honest with you, I love it. I love how it just gets deep down in my bones and melts my bone. I'm just kidding. Literally, it does though. It's like 100 fucking degrees in here and outside. But yeah, so I was like, once I do get an apartment, I want to get back on track, because I want to get back. Like, I want to be able to be stable for a little bit, build a good life. And then when I have money, I can start traveling and be a little spontaneous when we have a little more, you know what I'm saying? Because, baby, I'm not, like, I like stability. I love it so much, but also, I don't want to say I'm not. Like, I am, because I am actually very rooted. I like stability. But I also love just like I don't have any attachment issues, attachment to places, attachment to people, attachment to items. I don't have that. And that's honestly a blessing, because that's also why, to be honest with you, like, my friends used to tell me, like, yeah, when I used to throw away my stuff and change apartments, they're like, bro, people actually keep the stuff. And I thought, like, I wanted to always start fresh, like, buy whole new stuff, just change stuff, because I literally don't have attachment. And that's why, I would have been so rich if I was a collector, to be honest with you. But I'm not. I don't like collection, just too much accumulation stuff. My brain, that's why I became a minimalist. And I love it that way, to be honest with you, because there's no point in the items being in the house. They're just pointless, because there's somebody out there who can enjoy it more, who has this kind of talent of just like collecting, organizing them the way that they want to. I'm just very simple person. I don't have any arts. I don't need that, to be honest with you. I literally don't want it. I love art. I appreciate it. I appreciate the people that do it and whatnot, but I just don't want things like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, when I was growing up, my family's, most people's family's house that I used to go to, they used to have this Jesus picture, Jesus, God, whatever he was, a drawing of him. And I'm just like, what is this? And the funny thing is, like, and like I mentioned previously, I've been so many religious where I've just seen so many pictures of people's houses, and I'm just like, I don't even think this is right based on your own religion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was mentioning this to someone the other day, like, you know, my mom and majority like Orthodox Christian people, especially Ethiopian Orthodox, they have a drawing of Mary, they have a drawing of the angels, and it's like their prayer area. Like they pray just to the picture, and it's so bizarre to me. It's so bizarre. Okay, I'm sorry. If you love doing it, shout out to you and your family, but I just think it's so weird. You're just, even if you go by the Bible, I don't think that's supposed to be done. You don't praise any items, people, sculpture. Isn't that what it says? Something like that. Something I agree with, to be honest, true. I like that part because I just don't, too much, I don't know. Anyways, back to the whole thing. I just don't like getting attached. So literally, I could, if I was just a billionaire, baby, right now I would be in France. This show would literally be in France, and then the next week, well, not even that week later, but like tomorrow, I would want to be in a different country. Like, you know what I'm saying? I would not even get tired of it. Like, I would literally can live my life just traveling around. Yeah. And you know, some people like I'm quick to adopt, and that's the thing I love so much. I am quick to adopt to situations, people, well, not people, but like places. I'm so quick to adopt because I'm literally I have a knowledge thirst, and I'm willing to learn immediately once I get to places because I'm literally so happy and excited. Some people could freak out, and this is something like I've noticed even with my friends. When we used to go to a different state, I would just leave the hotel, go places. Literally, I don't even know these places, and I'm getting out of the hotel and I'm going out, and you know, these people are like, you're crazy, like they want to like hug around. We have to sit around and sing kumbaya together. Like, it's so weird to me, but I'm just like, I want to be able to explore myself, you know. I want to be able to explore, learn something. To be honest with you, I love foreigner people. Those are my besties. I'm sorry if you're American, but foreigners are my besties because everywhere that I go, they are just such a delight to be around. Yeah, honestly, like foreigners. Well, I'm a foreigner too, by the way, so we're all foreigners. But I just love being around foreigners because they're the ones that I can learn the most, to be honest with you, because I don't know, no disrespect or anything, but I haven't learned anything informative or educational by being around white people or black people. I'm sorry. Shout out to you and your family. But different ethnic group people, though, listen, so many things that we can relate and exchange information with. And that's why I love that. And they are, you know, they understand certain things that, you know, we recognize. We're like Professor X. We magnetically we are in each other's brain, and we can vibrate. I don't even know I don't know how it got to that point. Anyways, let's go back to manifestation. So for the longest time, I thought manifestation was, you think about it, it happened. It did happen. But the thing is, I think the way it works, and for my own understanding, is you imagine it, which is kind of like a plan that you already have, and then you kind of work towards it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know if that makes sense. So something that I have recently started doing, which actually it's kind of like helping. Well, it's very early to say, to be honest with you, but because my thought process over manifestation has changed, and this time around I'm thinking about it, and so my thing is, write your plans down. Okay, and people explain it in the most psychic way or some mystic way where it's just some kind of magic. It's not magic. Literally write it down. Just write your plans and the kind of plans that you have. And the funny thing is, money comes regardless. And I don't even know who this man. Ben Shapiro, I remember this one time saying, like as you get older, you get better with money. Well, you gain more money. You're not going backwards, which is true for some people. For some, I don't know. Anyways, so writing it down, writing your plans down really help, and kind of like picturing what you want, and don't just expect it to happen. I think that's just the failure part, where it fails, you fail your own self. You think it's going to happen, and when it doesn't happen on your term, on your time, you get upset and kind of just ruin your own characteristics. Like, I'm trying to explain it in the most physical way, because people are like, oh, you think about it, it's the magic that makes it happen. No. It's you that makes it happen. And so, like, when you start making money, the kind of money that you want to make and whatnot, it's easier to use that money towards those plans that you already have. You know what I'm saying? And that way you can actually do it, because you already planned this plan that you have, and it's easier to apply that money towards those things that you want. Make sense? Capito? Capisci? And I want to mention this, like, I think I understand why. I'm not saying people who didn't win lottery didn't manifest their life, but majority of people, I know you hear this a lot, but like majority of people who win the lotto lose their money within like a couple months or years, even like, or less, like a couple, literally like so quick that I just want to say that. I don't know how many years, but like majority of them go bankrupt. They don't have money at some point, because they're spending it on a yacht, on whatever they're thinking about, because I don't think they think that this kind of money can come. Don't limit yourself that the kind of money that you want is not gonna come, because you can actually make it happen. That's literally, I think that's facts. I want to say that, because if you actually find what you like, I think it's getting a little sticky here, because I'm trying to explain it in the most simplistic way. You can. And the thing is, don't for a second think that kind of money won't come, because it will. And these people, I promise you, they have probably never even thought about that this kind of money will ever make its way to them. And that is why, like, when you've never seen this kind of money, or you've never thought you would ever have this kind of money, it's easy to just, baby, make it rain, make it, but if you actually think I will probably receive this kind of, let's say $10 million, literally, I'm buying this fucking house. Okay, $8 million, I'm putting the fucking money down and paying for the house entirely. I hope it doesn't fall apart the next day. I need to learn about real estate stuff too, to be honest with you, and houses, because I'm probably going to be a handyman in the house, fixing everything. I hope I don't have to fix anything in a while after I pay fucking $8 million. Anyways, if you think that you will make $10 million, think of it. Like, it will come someday. It may come. Just say it may come one day. And how will you spend it? Literally, like, ask yourself, how will you spend that money? Because I promise you, if you've never seen that kind of money, and if you've never thought this kind of money will make its way to you, you're spending it like there's no tomorrow, because you're probably, I don't know, scared, or you just want to live your life the way you want to, which there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, I made these plans for myself on my bad day, okay, which was like this past couple weeks, when I was struggling with money, right? So for me, when I eventually have that money, it's easier for me to apply it on the things that I want, or like the business that I'm trying to build and whatnot. You know why? Because my brain is always automatically, I am blending the words, but my brain is automatically going to take me to the time of when I didn't have money, and that these plans were made that day for me to not forget that day, so that we can actually elevate from here on out and not go back downwards. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get money and you don't even want to spend it on the actual necessities that you, I hope I said that right, the actual necessities that you want, rather than, just buying a yacht, buying a whatever. I mean, you can sell it, but it's like, you want to think about like how your money needs to be making money for you. If you're spending it like a dummy, you're not a dummy, but please don't be a dummy. Please don't be a dummy, and don't ever limit your mind that this money won't come, because it will. I promise you. You're gonna be fucking surprised one day. You're gonna be like, fuck, what? That girl told me. I did. But I feel like it's so much easier. I feel like that's kind of how I think about manifestation now. You write the things that you want on the days that you want those things. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's like this house. I don't even know if it's gonna be sold by the time I make 10 million. But so like, I don't know if I'll be making that much, but my thing is, yesterday I was just like, well, I've been wanting to buy a house just in the future, my next goal, and it's easier for me to apply that money on the house, even though it's like a house. It's a good investment. It's not like it's good. It's good anyways. And then, with the rest of the stuff, I could use it for different things, like creating a business where I can make even more money. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I see manifestations now. Just kind of like, don't limit your belief system that whatever you want, that you won't get it, because I promise you will get it, and it will scare the crap out of you, and you just don't know how to handle it. But like, believe that you can, because honestly, this life is crazy. It's surprising. Oh shit, bro. It's so crazy. I literally made a list. Okay, I made a list of people that I will be paying once I become fucking rich, because I've met so many great people. I swear to God that they deserve so much in life. They're just genuinely a good person. I made a list, baby, because so I never want to forget them, because when I get to that point, baby, I win, they win, because literally on my lowest days, I don't want to say fuckers, because they're my beautiful fuckers, okay? My amazing people. Some of them, they probably, like, one of them, it's like, I was thinking about her the other day. She's a coworker that I had. She was a manager that I had in San Diego. And I don't think this lady knows how amazing, genuine, and such a beautiful person she actually is, to be honest with you. And be a good person. Honestly, be a good person. You literally don't even know who has you in mind. This woman probably doesn't even know that she exists in my head, and she's getting paid when I win, because she was genuinely the best human being I've ever came across, and she's winning. Literally, be such a good person. You don't know who has you in the back of your mind. There's like many other people. There's like a bus driver, bro. There's a bus driver that I would literally hunt him, find him, and help him, because I got lost this one time in Houston, and my phone was dead. It was so, like, this was like at 1 a.m. and this man, literally, I know, he kind of told me his story. So he was in the military. This man has been in Afghanistan. He's been in wars. Like, this man is a legend, okay? I know, this country doesn't treat the veterans so well. So baby boy is winning too. Like, literally, he is winning. I just can't wait for that day to happen, bro. And it's gonna happen. Don't limit your belief system so little. Honestly. And honestly, just be a fucking good person. Be a good fucking person. And yeah, I think I think that's what manifestation is. Whatever you think you can get, don't think you can't get it. Or whatever you're wishing, don't think it won't happen, because it will. And I really do believe like what you think really does manifest. And if it's in the back of your mind, just don't be like, when it happens, don't be so surprised. You know what I'm saying? It kind of keeps you like prepared for that time on how to handle it. You'll be like, wow, bro, like I never thought this would happen, but it did. But I also believed it could have had happened, and it actually happened. And I am fascinated. I am blessed. And the fact that it happened, that's the thing. Like, you can think that it may not happen, but also just keep in mind it could also happen, because there is literally like, I'm always thinking about the two end of spectrums, to be honest with you. Even when I'm positive, there's going to be days where I'm going to feel I'm going to feel the other end of the spectrum, where I'm going to feel a little negative at times. And then it's like to balance the whatever, because I don't know, what is that? The law of polarity, like opposites exist. And if you're always going to think about the bad, also think about the good. Keep both in mind, baby. Whatever you think about, don't be so like one track minded, or like, you know, like keep both sides. Make sure you think about both sides, because life is crazy, life is surprising, life is beautiful. I'm just saying this again and again, be a good person. Honestly, genuinely, from the bottom of your heart, baby, be such a genuine good person, and life will surprise you. I sound like a fucking country person. Life will literally surprise you. I wish you could see this fucking sunset. It's so beautiful. Look at this, baby. Beautiful. I can't even complain. That's what I was saying, baby. It was just, even when I was going through my little depression a couple weeks ago, baby, you cannot be depressed in this house, because I cannot. This is a beauty. This legendary son. Legendary son. Anyways, you guys have a wonderful weekend. You guys have a blessed weekend. And I literally hate saying this, but one of my friends suggested I mention it. My breasts are showing. Anyways, my friend suggested that, you know, if you like this, if you enjoy this, please like, subscribe, share it with your friends, with people that you will really like to know a little bit about me. If you I don't know what to say. This is getting a little awkward, because listen, I hate saying it, but if you like this, if you genuinely like it. If you don't. Ain't nobody putting a good on your head. But I love you so much. I will say this again. Be a genuinely good person. Honestly, I am literally, let go of whatever happened in the past. Let go of whatever it's hurting you. Honestly, everything is gonna be okay. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. This is a lesson that you're going through. Literally pay attention to the good and the bad, and still keep that good heart deep down. Keep that good heart, good intentions, good love. Don't be dumb and naive. I will say that, because some people will think that you are. Honestly, I mean, I do that sometimes. I know what's going on, baby. I'm so intuitive and very, I can understand so many things, but I play stupid. I like to play dumb. I don't know why I do it. I like doing it, to be honest with you, because it kind of shows people's intentions. And it doesn't mean it's towards me. It just means that if this person can think I'm stupid enough that they can pull some kind of trick on me, this person is more than capable of fucking their own life up. That's kind of how I see it. It doesn't hurt me. It just hurts them. Because, baby, if you play stupid and you see people's intentions, you can actually learn a thing or two. But also, you know, it's up to you. Just don't be naive and don't be a dummy, because yeah, but just be a good person, honestly. And I love you so much, and you have a blessed weekend. This week has been amazing. That's it. Honestly, I feel like I'm talking over past after I say have a good night, have a good day, have a good weekend. I will see you on Tuesday. Oh my gosh, this was like literally the 10th episode. How amazing. Literally how amazing. All right, I love. Keep spreading that love, baby. I'll see you later.
I don't worry about much. I think we should have some more fun.